Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So I have over 170 heroic encounter completions saved up to open now, and then we also want to go ahead and check Juma. He has been moved over here to the new area, Mount Hotenow, and has the new currency required to purchase his surprise bags. The main way to get that currency is doing questing within Hotenow here and heroic encounters. So yes, we have over 170 of these, and we can see what kind of drops we're getting here. Majoritively, you'll just get this, like some trinkets, seals of the dragon, and some meaningless refinement points. 500 is like nothing. Occasionally, you'll get like an epic ring. You can see all of them in the collections here, the ones you can hope to obtain. There are some okay ones that you can use when you're starting out in the game to give you those rating points, particularly this one for power, for healers. Again, you can use them when you're starting out just for the item level. But also with these, you can get some vanity pets, you can get some fashion, and if you're super lucky, you should be able to get companion gear and even the new artifact, but that can be rare. The minor heroics are going to give us like 12 there. Normally it would be just 10 for you guys, but because I have the spell item, the Blazing Aegis, I'm getting 15% more currency. So it rounds it to 12 there, and then on the major heroics we get like 24 or something. And yeah, ultimately let's continue getting all of the rest of these opened. I'll just go quickly open 10 here, and we'll show you all of the rewards at the end. But yes, you can see 172. These were our epic rings. We also got some fashion there and some vanity pets. We can see the legendary vanity pet is unbound. People have been selling it. You can just buy it if you want to, and it's pretty cheap, to be honest. I might just hold on to it and sell it within a few months, maybe a year, and it'll be more expensive because there won't be so many people farming the heroics. But the other vanity pet is character bound, so it's stuck here. You can inspect what they look like there and there, and you can also view them all in collections. So we only got 3 different types of rings, which is odd, but yeah, I guess we were just, that was our luck. We didn't get this ring or this ring. And then you can see the fashion, this section just here. We got this, so the full set will look like so. Of course, you can change the colors how you want to. It gets added to your library just here. Way down the bottom, we have a lot of pieces. For some reason, though, we still never got the breeches. But all of this is account bound. You can transfer it to other characters, but no selling it. So we can convert this to our appearance library, and this one as well. And the other pieces we can transfer to other characters if we want to, just to add to our collection. But yeah, we didn't get the breeches in that many, and then we got this many other pieces. But yes, we got over 2,500 of these trinkets. Again, I would recommend doing your weekly quests, as they will give you 60 of that. And then sure, you can farm heroics, but it takes a long time. And let's have a look. Can Juma give anything special within this module? So we should be able to just purchase a whole bunch of packs here. I honestly don't want to actually do it on the live server, so I'm not going to do it right here. We're going to copy this character to the previous server and then do that there, as there's a lot of other things that we could spend that currency on that could be worth it more so, like companion gear, enchantments, weapons, and like the artifact set, keys, and these other vanity pets if you wanted to add them to our collection. So I'm not going to go right ahead and spend them all on Juma bags, particularly if they didn't actually update them. Because if you check the collections, none of this says it's exclusive to Juma. Unlike with Wild Space, they at least had, you could see these fancy mythic vanity pets like the Nebula Quasit crew came only from Juma bags. And then the same with the mischievous Quasit twins, only from Juma bags. So they know how to code it and tell us that it comes from Juma bags. And well, nothing apparently new here is going to come from Juma bags. Potentially they hid something and it just doesn't show here until you actually get it. That is what we'll have to check out. Now I'm personally just going to sell these rings for some gold, but if you wanted to, you could transfer them to other characters or even use them yourself just for the sheer amount of item level they give you. And just try and pick ones that have favorable stats based on what role you are and what you may need. On this character, we did actually get the artifact, the Searing Conduit of Magma from the heroic encounters. Checking the auction house, you can see I'm not the only one obtaining that, and it seems to sell for quite a bit. But I found it only comes from the major heroics, the big ones. So you're going to have Avatar Flame here, and you're going to have Venting Anger. Only those two can give that artifact amongst legendary companion gear. Yes, you can obtain it as unbound, and people are selling it, and there you go, like 900,000 million, even more, just for that. So you can make a lot of Astral Diamonds just by farming these major heroics. The miners I only found drop you the rings, the fashion, and the vanity pets. So if you want to make a lot of Astral Diamonds and you're just out there, a newer player, get together some groups and farm these major heroics. But let's jump to Juma. So we purchased 16 of his surprise bags, and we can see via the tooltip it should be dropping us items such as rare gear, companions, mounts, and then some vanity items. So just opening these here, we already got, say, an epic mount, a green mount, a piece of gear here. This is the Dragon Hunter epic gear. None of it's any good, to be honest. You can see the rest of it there. It's got basically less item level than what you can just get with seals. The bonuses on this Dragon Hunter gear is pretty unreliable. But we can see that 16 opened. You get a bunch of rough AD, you get a lot of potions, and then the chance at some companions and mounts. You can obtain like even Xuna from here, along with other exclusive, super expensive companions. Not the premium ones that would only come from lockboxes or only from the Zen market, but ones that would say drop in dungeons. But there is such a tiny drop chance at actually getting what you want. For example, if I wanted to get Xuna, I'd probably need to open like 10,000 of these, if not more. And good luck farming that much currency. Like, just by opening this here, my conclusion is they didn't update anything. It still, I believe, has the older mythic vanity pets, but it doesn't have anything new. Still drops these useless potions, still drops this useless epic gear, and yeah, the drop rate on companions and mounts is just super low. Yes, sure, you can get even co-motes from here, but again, the drop rates are so tiny that you'd be farming forever to actually get what you want, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth spending this currency on these bags when the currency is that hard to obtain. The currency is just too valuable to gamble on this. Until the zone gets older and outdated, then maybe. But to be honest, that doesn't seem to be what they've been doing. Juma has been jumping always to the newest zone and then abandoning the older zone. So if you do have older currency, you can't spend it on Juma bags anymore. It just seems a bit silly. But that's how they've been doing it. And to be honest, I still think Juma needs some good updates. It's just not worth the amount of currency. This currency, you can spend, again, on items to actually get Astral Diamonds. Like, you can obtain items to sell them. Like these enchantments. You can buy them and you can sell them for a bit of a profit based on the currency you needed to farm. Like, say, these Amolites going for like 200,000 Astral Diamonds. So why would I, in my right mind, buy Juma bags when I can already obtain quite a lot of profit by just reselling these? Even looking at the overloads, like the Fiend Slayers, each one going for like about 40,000 Astral Diamonds. Why would I buy Juma bags when I can clearly make guaranteed Astral Diamonds off this currency? In my opinion, his bags should get dropped down to the cost of like 20, if not less, particularly since heroic encounters are only giving 10 and majors are only giving 20. Sure, the odd drop, you get like 20 upgrade tokens, but that's like super low drop rate right there. One scroll of life, yet not gonna be worth the amount of time it takes to get one Juma bag. To think, it's like a 15 heroics for one Juma bag of the small ones, and then 7.5 of the majors. And the rewards again are just going to be like this: some random mounts, some random companions, and the rest are just like potions and the odd useful item like upgrade tokens and a scroll. Again, I say its price of his bag seriously needs to drop for him to even be considered worth opening. The only time you might want to consider is if you're just a collection hunter and really want to obtain like this mythic quasit or this one as well. They are really cool, but they are literally just vanity items. Not something you should be going for unless your character's maxed out and you have nothing better to spend the currency on. Like if you don't need Astral Diamonds anymore, then be my guest. But if you do, I recommend spending that currency again on items you can resell. And even if you haven't bought all the companion equipment, make sure you're doing that. This is a significant upgrade from previous ones. Even these weapons for a complete new player are very solid. Ultimately, I'm pretty disappointed with Juma. I would have liked to see some improvements and updates, reduction in his costs, some updates to the gear. There's no reason it's still dropping this old like Dragon Hunter gear. That stuff was never really any good, and as soon as they brought out Seal's gear, which has higher item level than it, this gear is pointless. Just to check, yes, he will still drop the mythic quasit. We just got the mischievous one right there, and that's the vanity pet, these two little guys. It's like super cool, and it'd be the only reason why I would open Juma bags right now, if you're hunting for this guy. This one and the other one. I have made videos on them, you can just check them out, and you can see the showcase of where we got the Nebula quasit and where we also got the mischievous quasit. But again, that's those two guys, we just got them here again as well, just to prove they are still dropping from him. So, like I said, it's not worth opening Juma bags these days. The drops are just not worth the amount of cost, especially when you can already spend that currency just to earn Astral Diamonds, buying like enchantments and reselling them, buying overloads, reselling them, and then buying gear you may actually need like weapons, companion gear, even some armor. So thanks again for watching. A special thank you to all of these channel members for your extra support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.